Here I am setting the stakes for bracing my posts. We'll bring our bracing up off of there and of course secure that to our posts as we plumb them, and then we can get a measurement here. These piers that I've showed you before, they're not level across here, and we don't have any other way to get a height on this without a transit or something. And that'd be kind of silly because we can do it with a simple string and a line level. You know, the Bible tells us that if the cornerstone is the chief and becomes the head, what that really means is you can take a square rock, the cornerstone, and you can build a whole building out of it. And of course our whole foundation should be Christ. And it becomes the capstone because you can build a whole building off of it. Just a square stone, and a square stone like this, and a string. That's how they used to build in olden times. You use the string for a plumb, up and down, and for a straight edge along there. And when you have a square rock that you're starting with, it becomes the very foundation of your whole building. Well, we'll take a string and come off of our lintel there, our plate, our sideways plate anyway. I don't know exactly what I'd call it. I've been calling it a lintel. Anyway, we'll come off of there with a string and a line level to the top of our posts and get the height on each one of our posts here, and that'll establish our level for our beam going across this way. And so pretty simple process, but you got to have some bracing. We'll put another pin over here and maybe another one to especially brace this first post extremely well, that we can keep it plumb both ways. Be a nice time to have a helper, but don't have one here today. God bless you. I'll show you a little bit later. Hi there. I'm getting ready to flatten off the bottom of one of these posts. I had trimmed them in the pile with the chainsaw, and normally I would just go ahead and trim it again with the chainsaw. I can cut pretty square, but if you just get off a little bit, you're going to have to do it over again, and I don't have enough trim left up here to the top of this to do it. So I'm going to use a method we often use, builders cutting large timbers with the skill saw. We've marked it all the way around with a square, and we'll make 3 cuts with the skill saw and then just finish it up with a handsaw. Well, hold on. I had to go in the house and get a handsaw. I guess I could say it again. The unseamlessness of my projects was not a handsaw in the toolbox. It was still inside from last winter's projects. But anyway, you can see here that making 3 cuts with the skill saw, this came out pretty flat. If you made just a slight mistake with the chainsaw, it'd be way off compared to what this is. I did used to have a Makita beam saw. We had a big fire here in 1989 and I lost a building there, and I sure miss that big saw, because in fact I built a house with it, a house out of house logs that, oh, it was a pleasure to have, because you didn't have any of this. You got to just cut it right through. It had a 14.5-inch cut, I believe it was. Anyway, this works fine, and that's plenty flat enough for the work we're doing here. It'll probably just stand up almost by itself. I'll take it over and see. I don't know how exactly this clip will work out, but okay. I'm going to try to get this plumbed by myself. I've got a couple extra hands here with me. A lot of this stuff nowadays, with these tools we have, we can use screws instead of nails, which makes it handy. Better put that here. I had an idea. I already put the level on this once, and I know about how much I have to move it. So I'm going to make some marks on there and see if one of those will accidentally be pretty close, where I don't have to try to hold it exactly. I have a reference point there. I do have a bit of a reference point there. Well, I'm standing in the new woodshed looking at what is going to be the new porch. I was making a point about something when the battery went dead, and I guess I'll find out tonight when I'm knitting these together, but I did get all 3 posts up. They're plumb. I hope you guys know the difference between plumb and level. Plumb is the vertical. Level is the horizontal. Your dad should have taught you that. If he didn't, he missed it. Anyway, look at this. When I line these posts up, I like that. They're perfect. I don't mind saying they're perfect. So in the morning, Lord willing, I'll draw a string over there from the plate, the lintel, and get a height measurement on these, get them sawed off, and I'll be ready to put the beams up. Praise God. This is a huge thing. Really happy to get these posts up. It was a chore by myself, but they're up, they're stable, and that's where, Lord willing, they'll stay. God bless you. See you tomorrow.